The Science of Being Great by Wallace D. Wattles. Summary. The science of being great teaches that true greatness is not about ego, fame, or power. It's about aligning yourself with your highest potential and allowing the divine intelligence within you to express fully. So, you are a divine being. Wattles insists that every human being carries a spark of the divine. Greatness isn't something you earn, it's something you reveal by expressing the power already inside you. You are made of God's substance. You are a perfect child of the Creator. When you understand this, you stop acting from fear or limitation. Thought is power. Your thoughts shape your life. What you believe about yourself becomes your reality. Think. Strong thoughts, strong results. Confident thoughts, confident actions. Creative thoughts, creative opportunities. You must refuse weak, fearful, jealous, negative thoughts. 3. Act in the certain way. Great people act with calm confidence, faith instead doubt, purpose instead confusion, persistent instead of excuses. Greatness is built through small daily acts of power, not occasional bursts of effort. 4. Speak and walk with dignity. Wattles says to carry yourself like someone who knows who they are. This means no complaining, no speaking poorly about yourself, no shrinking to make others comfortable. Greatness is silent but strong. You don't need to prove anything, you simply are. 5. A grateful mind receives more. Gratitude is magnetic. When you appreciate what you have, you align with abundance. When you complain, you align with lack. Gratitude opens doors for expansion, clarity, and unexpected blessings. 6. Focus on becoming, not competing. You don't need to fight anyone. You don't need to compare yourself with anyone. Greatness comes from creating, not competing. Build, not destroy. Uplift, don't argue. Inspire, don't prove. Your path is unique. 7. Faith in yourself is faith in God. Your self-belief is not arrogance. It is acknowledging the divine power acting through you. When you trust yourself, you trust the universe. So, The Science of Being Great, written by Wallace D. Wattles, presents a profound yet simple philosophy. Greatness is not a privilege reserved for a select few, but the potential inherent in every human being. The book argues that true greatness emerges when individuals recognize their divine nature and allow it to express itself through thought, character, and action. This essay explores the core idea of the book with an emphasis on identity, mental discipline, dignity, and personal responsibility. Greatness as an inner potential. Wattles begins with a transformative idea. Every person carries within them a spark of divine intelligence, Greatness is not something one earns from the world, but something one uncovers from within. Human identity, according to Wattles, is rooted in spiritual origin. When a person understands that they are made of God's substance, they stop seeing themselves as limited or insignificant. This shift in identity becomes the foundation for all personal growth. The power of thought in personal development. A central theme of Wattles' philosophy is the creative power of thought. Strong, confident, constructive thinking leads to strong, confident, constructive action. Thoughts rooted in fear, inferiority, or doubt diminish a person's potential. Wattles does not deny the challenges of life, but he emphasizes that the quality of one's thought determines the quality of one's responses. Thus, greatness begins in the mind long before it appears in the world. You have to act in a certain way. One of the book's key concepts is the certain way, the disciplined, confident, and purposeful mode of acting that characterize truly great individuals. Acting in this certain way means operating from clarity, emotion stability, imagination, and persistence. It requires refusing to compete with others and instead focusing on self mastery. A person who acts in a certain way does not chase validation or react impulsively. They move with intention and quiet confidence, dignity, and self respect as foundations of greatness. Wattles places great importance on dignity. To be great, one must walk, speak, and act like a great person. This is not arrogance, but a conscious alignment with one's inner nature. A dignified person does not complain, diminish themselves, or allow fear to dictate their behavior. They embody composure, presence, and inner strength. Though through alignment, their behavior becomes a living expression of the greatness to seek to cultivate. Gratitude as a force, as a creative force. Gratitude, in Wattles' view, is not merely an emotion but a spiritual practice that keeps the mind aligned with abundance. When a person is grateful, they see opportunities more clearly, receive inspiration more readily, and attract positive circumstances. Ungratefulness, on the other hand, closes the mind and creates an inner sense of lack. Practicing gratitude daily reinforces a mindset of possibility and expansion. Greatness through creation, not competition. A remarkable modern idea in the book is the rejection of competition. Wattles argue that genuine greatness is not achieved by fighting others but by creating value. Creativity leads to innovation and contribution, while competition leads to tension, envy, and limitation. By focusing on building rather than comparing, a person naturally becomes influential and respected. The path of greatness in a personal journey, not the race against others. Self belief is an expression of faith in the universe. Wattles redefines self confidence as a spiritual act. When a person believes in themselves, they affirm the intelligence that created them. Faith in one's potential is faith in the universe itself. This perspective elevates personal development from a psychological exercise to a sacred responsibility. Through self belief, individuals become channels through which universal greatness expresses itself. The Science of Being Great offers an inspiring and empowering vision of human potential. Wattles does not present greatness as an external reward but as a natural state available to anyone willing to cultivate strong thoughts, act with dignity, and embrace their divine identity. The book remains relevant because it addresses universal human needs, meaning, purpose, confidence, and self expression, authentic self expression. Ultimately, greatness is not something one receives, it is something one decides to become from the inside outward.